Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa. If you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to finally be sharing how I decorated my little living space area. It's not very big, so it does feel a little bit cozy, and I'm really happy to finally be decorating for Christmas again. So here I started off with a vessel that I bought from Hobby Lobby, I believe last year. And I did do a little bit of a DIY on it just to lighten up the color. And I'm taking these stems that I bought from Target this year. They are from the Hearth and Hand collection. And I had seen a little trick on Facebook with using the paper towel roll to give it your stems more of like a fuller look if you do have just like a couple of stems. But these stems are made out of like a rubber material, so I think they're a little too heavy for that little hack. But anyways, now I'm adding some bells that I DIY'd from the Dollar Tree. So they're plastic bells, and I painted them and added ribbon to give it a little bit more of like, you know, a little elevated designer look. And then added some black candle holders that I'm not sure where I got. I want to say TJ Maxx or Marshalls from a couple of years ago. Now I'll be hanging a frame using some command hooks, and this is a frame that I DIY'd. Actually, the glass part of the frame broke while I was like moving this around, and I was like super nervous that it wasn't gonna work anymore, but it actually works without the glass. Here I'm hanging my garland and I'm attaching it to the railing with some zip ties. And honestly, I don't know why this part took me forever to like attach them to the railing, but here we go. I'm gonna be using two garlands. These are both from Amazon. One I got from last year, and then the new one I got this year. One's a Norfolk and the other one is a cedar garland, and I actually love the two variations put together. I think it looks really pretty. And I originally wanted to drape the garlands, but they weren't long enough. I wish I had longer garlands so that, you know, I would have made that work. I'm draping some garland. I got this beaded garland from Walmart last year, I believe, and I'm attaching that using zip ties as well. Moving on to a little bit more detail on the end of the garland. I'm adding some bells. These bells are from a decor piece that I bought from Michael's last year, and I just took the bells off and attached it to some twine and gave it a little bit of like a layered look. I really love how these bells look, like the style of the bells.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe, and I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree.
And now, of course, adding some beautiful burgundy velvet ribbon. I absolutely love this ribbon. I used it in several different spots in my decorating this year. I honestly didn't even make a bow. I just simply tied it and let the strands hang. Also, like I mentioned, the garland isn't very long, so I did end it on this part of the railing and didn't continue it to the rest. But it's honestly totally fine because myself and my son used the railing to, like, you know, help us walk down the stairs. Didn't do very much for the stockings. I don't have a mantle, just like a fireplace, so I did buy some black command hooks and use that to hang the stockings. These are some burgundy stockings that I bought from Amazon. I'll have them linked down below as well. And then very simple, I added some brown velvet ribbon that I had from last year and split it into 4 for each stocking, and then made some tags out of cardstock and added our first initials.
I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I longed for.
Here I'm adding some pillow covers that I bought from Amazon. They're a beautiful Chanel texture, and I'm adding them into some inserts that I previously had from like a long time ago. I really wish I had more throw pillows for my couch, but we do only have one couch, so I didn't want to, you know, like overcrowd the couch. This pillow I found luckily on clearance at Target, and it was beautiful and perfect with the burgundy color, which is what I was going for this year. Here I'm adding some of the velvet burgundy ribbon to my sconces, and I love how this automatically adds a beautiful holiday touch with it being very simple.
I longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Whoa, oh, oh.
I started off by dusting off my console cabinets, and now I'm going to be adding some of my holiday decor inside. This took like a little bit of trial and error, so you'll see me moving things around quite a bit. I added this Letters for Santa mailbox from the Heart and Hand collection from last year, I believe, and then some candle holders that I DIY'd, as well as the gingerbread house. And I also added a candle holder, also from Target, I believe, and a mini wreath that I bought from Hobby Lobby last year. And like I mentioned, you'll see me moving things around quite a bit just to try and, you know, find the right placement. So in the bottom I added a vessel that I bought from Hobby Lobby this year, and I also styled it with some like wood houses that I got from the Target dollar spot, and I painted them deeper shades of brown. And those white little light up houses I also bought from the Target dollar spot years ago. Taking a quick pause to open up my son's snacks. I love these alternatives for for Pringles. This is the Good Crisp Company chips, and they're basically exactly the same as Pringles, but you know, a bit healthier. I would definitely recommend these for you or your kiddos, and they do also have several different flavors, which is great.
I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh.
So I had gone through the thrift store a couple of days later after like decorating my console table, and I found this stunning antique looking box. I think it was originally from TJ Maxx, but I bought it at the thrift store for $4.99, I believe. And then the white light up houses that I had previously shown earlier in this video, I gave those a light wash of taupe just so they wouldn't be so stark white, because they were like bright white and it was kind of bugging me, just because everything is more, you know, warmer, darker tones. And then I swapped out the frosted tree that I had on this wooden stool riser for this DIY gingerbread man cookie cutter. I did show this DIY in one of my DIY videos, and that I'll link down below if you are interested in, some last minute DIYs or just for next year. And then here I'm twisting a cedar garland and a Norfolk garland together to give it more of a fuller look. And I know I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I absolutely love the variation that this combo creates. I really wish I had longer garlands. I think I have just 6 feet garlands and I don't have very many. I wanted it to create, originally I wanted it to create like a swoop and just, have the ends hang off the edge of the console table on both sides, but obviously they're not long enough for that. So I did have some stems from last year that you can kind of see the difference from the left side, but in my home I'm literally the only person that pays attention to that kind of stuff. And then I added some twinkle lights, and I absolutely love how it just adds, that holiday touch to just something so simple. And my son absolutely loves turning the lights on for some reason, so I don't even have to worry about turning them on every day. I also added some bells and some spare ornaments from last year, and then I also added these gold nutcrackers. And this concludes my Christmas living space decorate with me. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
With so much love.